right. I think we are live. Looks good. Double checking stream on Stream Manager. Okay, all right. Day 2 of no add-ons on this Warlock. I'll still play some games with add-ons, but for now, just kind of let's get queued up. Let's also leave the training dummies area. It's pretty loud here. Let's fire up some queues. What is this? This is a demo? Might as well. Gotta say that the hasn't been super fun doing the Blitz games without add-ons, but Arena totally fine. Kind of shows like how important it is for there to be like targeting add-ons, and I think targeting add-ons, there's kind of no reason to be playing without them, but here we are. Let's see how far we can get without them anyway. Probably play some, I'm gonna play some Destro Solo Shuffle, and well, actually, you know what? Why don't we just queue for Destro on both, and then on our EU lock, we'll queue for both demo. We had to AFK out of a Solo Shuffle earlier, so we lost 150 rating there. And we'll queue Destro here. All right, perfect. I think I need to set up, I do need to set up a Blitz build. So let's go ahead and do that. New loadout, PvP Blitz, Hellcaller. Let's make one with a pet first. So I like Channel Demon Fire in Blitz. And I think the rest is okay. I just need to figure out how to get Burning Rush. I tend to skip. I think if I skip 1 point on each of those, that should probably be the best balance of points. And then let's make a Hellcaller no pet build. So we skip that, take that. If I skip those, take that. 3 points here. You know, with 3 points, I think I'd take this, this, and this. This is probably a pretty good setup. I mean, there's a lot of optionality. These are not must-haves. You could skip those and put a Soul Conduit, get another Teachings of the Satyr, but this will probably be okay for now. Okay, so now we're queued for Destro, queued for demo. See, this guy, we also have, I think we have everything we need on him in terms of embellishments and gear. So now it's just a matter of catching some cues and going ahead and checking. I want to stay, make sure I'm still looking for a couple more threes games. Not on this guy, but on my main, because I just need to finish off the, still need to finish off the Glad grind. Honestly, I think I'll only go for Gladiator again in the future season if I have a regular group of people to play with. Because I think this kind of process of just pugging constantly, it's like it's like a huge waste of time. Because the first few games tend not to go so well until you kind of have a kind of better sense of who you're playing with. Pretty crazy. All right, let's fire some music. I was like, something is missing, and that is music. All right. Hey, Hazel. How's it going? Just stretching. Hey, Honey Yogurt. Have I befriended any other streamers yet? I have. I've not. I have not really. I'm not even sure how that happens. I suppose I should try reaching out a little bit. There's some streamers I like watching. I mean, I used to lurk a good bit, but I haven't. I don't really like know anybody. There are a bunch of streamers I just encounter in a lot of like games here and there. Like I see Venruki, I see Supatees. There's just a lot of high-rated people solo shuffles quite often. You're doing okay? Just working on professions in MOP. Nice. When does MOP officially start? I know it's like the pre-patch still, but it's probably pretty soon, huh? I would imagine they don't want to overlap MOP too much with the start of Season 3, right? They probably want to space those out, I'm guessing, or like stagger them. The 21st? Okay, that makes sense. That way people will play a couple weeks of MOP, get kind of bored, and then come back to retail for Season 3. Sounds pretty solid. I wonder if I need to find like an M plus group too. I think that would be even more interesting than a threes group because threes, you know, I think one of the reasons why I can't really commit to like a single threes team is because like it's boring playing the exact same comp over and over again. Um, I mean, that's how you improve. It's like one of the kind of key components to getting better. It's like you have to play with the same people over and over again, so you learn every matchup very well, and you learn everybody's like play style. But boy, I mean, it's not like I'm trying to compete for AWC. I just want some game variety. All right, here we go. Hey, Pack, how's it going? Okay, we've got this is our add-on list destro lock. What is this now? So we're up to 2250. Second shuffle, and we're at 2250. Pretty crazy. Holy Pally, 2 mages. What? And what's this? Red Pally? Okay. 2 mages and a red. I think I'll run Nether Ward and Soul Grip. Let's go. Should I go Hellcaller? Hellcaller might be better. Let's mix it up. I don't really play a lot of Hellcaller in Shuffle. Let's try it. Okay. Holy cow, I just got a crazy alert. Hold up a second. 10 subs? Oh my gosh, thank you, Anonymous Gifter. You are a godsend. Alright, hold up. What's going on here? I can't even... I don't understand where... Alright. Playing without add-ons, honestly, sometimes I feel like I'm playing blind. Looks like the choice is to go on this guy. Oh, he's the fire mage, I see, that's why. I guess I'll lay a port here. I mean, I need something here. But oh shoot, there's the cake. Oh, I thought I interrupted that. Shoot. Wow, it's really hard to track withers. This is a... There's definitely like something lacking in the dot tracking. I just ported just for the So what I need to do is I need to get Counterspell out of the way. Just like that. Big blasts. You're the healer. You're the other mage. Defensive. You're this mage. Double coil. Oh, there's a bubble. I'm gonna port for a second. Positioning is terrible. Definitely favors the mages. Oh my gosh, did I not Infernal earlier? I don't even know, to be honest. How bad is this? Why did I do that? I should have just run around the I guess this guy's super dead. That was super sloppy. Anonymous gifter, thank you so much for the subs. You're killing it. It's really great for the community. It gets everyone like ad-free viewing. Really appreciate that. Hey Matt. Yeah. Yeah, drop all the hypes there. I think that deserves a ton of hypes. Honey Ogre, you got a sub too from the nice. The debuffs covering the specs of mages on the actual default arena frame is not well thought up. Yeah, there's a lot that is just totally wacky. And honestly, it's not. I don't blame Blizzard for it. The reason is just like they're making a big shift in philosophy now. In terms of like what they want. Huh, taking a ton of damage. What they want out of add-ons. But like it was reasonable for them to rely on user-made add-ons for a while because user add-ons were really good, you know? But this is it's not the best best situation here. Interrupt poly. Just port for a second. You know, they need to make precog more obvious. It's like I'm faking kicks and like not even realizing I'm getting precog when it's like the most important thing in the world. I don't know. I didn't play that very well. I thought I had more pressure than I did. Problem is I can't really get anything on this druid. That was super sloppy. Don't worry guys, they're fixing the UI. Hey Matt, good morning. Yeah, I hope the day is going well. The day is going well. We just started off with a crazy 10 gifted subs from another anonymous, from our anonymous benefactor. It's crazy. Okay. This could be an interesting video topic. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and figure out how to distill this into a video topic because I think I agree and disagree with a lot of like criticisms of the kind of UI situation. And I probably should make the video because who knows, like if we're lucky, like some people at Blizzard might actually listen, you know? Might be interested in like not making horrible mistakes when it comes to the so-called add-on purge, you know? I don't know what I'm going on. You know why? I don't know. Because like oftentimes I take a cue from my teammates, and I have no idea who they're targeting. Just have no idea. And I'm like refreshing stuff way too frequently because it's just very hard to tell when my dots are falling off. So I don't think that I'm using my shards efficiently at all. Take the kick though. Dang. Double coil. Probably should not have walled there. Yeah. Man, I can't find... Sometimes it's hard to tell when my kick is off cooldown. I interrupted something there, I don't even know what, to be honest. Alright, here we go. Infernal, into stun, into this, into this. Wither. There's a block. Hellstone. Look at how many ridiculous buffs there are on this guy. I can't even tell like what I should be interrupting. Wow, that was a crazy heal. Oh, is that a lay on hands maybe? Oh shoot, I'm dead. Unless... Oh wow, that was close. I think I'm getting sick of the no UI thing. It's like... the first day I was playing without any UI, any add-ons rather, it was very liberating because it's like, okay, game's running super smoothly. Like our FPS is wildly high, like 120. That's crazy. That's while streaming and everything. Usually it's like so much lower, like 60 or less. I'm not sure. So it definitely helps there. But there just is so much information that you don't need, but it certainly makes your life a lot easier. Okay, Infernal. Let's just stun this guy again. Wither or Malevolence. Wow, I just can't get in line of sight here. Oops. See if we can bait another kick somewhere here. Fake the kick. I don't have shards anyways. I can't really do anything with it. Did I interrupt that? No, I did not. Am I in trouble? Lay a port here. All right, let's blast. Wait for a full heal. All right. Oh, that was a big heal. Is that lay on hands? No way to tell. Oh, I thought I could sneak in the... We're just PvEing here. And you know, the funny thing is, like, I don't even know if I'm PvEing well here because guess what I don't have? A damage meter. No idea what's happening. Let's just go ahead and smash this guy. Alright, we've been getting a lot of precogs though, and now we've got Infernal. Channel Demon Fire. Oh, actually, I'll trinket that, why not? AoE stun. Interrupt the Frostfire. My gosh, we can't even make it up the hill. Oh, he fell. So Channel Demon Fire, one thing about it is it does a ton of damage on a single target. Oh my gosh. There we go. So like it does damage spread among whoever is in front of you. And if there's only one target it's hitting, it does like a ton of damage, like more than Soulfire. I'm pretty sure. So it's a really nice spell against one target. Against a lot of targets, kind of iffy, you know. It'll just like, the nice thing is it'll help spin a flag because it does do damage. That just kind of like, whatever you call it, I don't know. It breaks channels. Okay. Honestly, I can't tell the difference between these mages. Like with no UI or no add-ons, like visually, a fire mage and a frost mage look exactly the same. It's crazy. This guy's AFK, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Let's give him a second. He's back. Man, bubble is actually pretty hard to see too. I'm gonna pour it during a... Oh, I got dispelled. Nice. Yeah, during Searing Glare, you just have to do stuff that doesn't hit, but it gives you kind of a chance to cast other things. I probably should not have... I think they were out of range of Soul Rip. I Soul Ripped there to no effect. Whoa, that was a nice kick by the Ret. What? Okay, that must have been shifting power. I didn't even see it. Ported Searing Glare. Double coil. Let's blast this guy. Because he's like... He was just a little out of position, but they're now back together. Horde for a second. Reflect. Sphere the Mage. Oh, he reflected it? Or stopped it? Hellstone. Wall. This is a lot of damage here in a second. There we go. Hey, Pack. Don't worry. Oh, wait. Hey, Mr. Urage. How's it going? Oh my gosh. What? They left? Dang. I was doing pretty well. Oh, the Frost Mage left. Crazy. That was without any add-ons. And you know what? It feels horrible. Hey, Pack. Can't even play Classic WoW without add-ons anymore. Yeah, it's pretty disorienting. It just what it does though. So the positive of the no add-on thing is I'm spending less time looking at my bars and more time looking at what's around me, which is good for the game. But there should be a little bit more information available to people who are playing. It's a little crazy. Like I honestly could not tell when I was facing the frost mage versus the fire mage. Like they just seem the same, like exactly the same to me. Okay, let's put this guy in a follower dungeon. I think I heard the Q pop on this guy. There we go. Pretty fun though, just mix it up. Oh no, this is not going to be fun. So the biggest complaint for sure, absolutely biggest complaint is that Blitz is unplayable without add-ons because look at this. It's like completely in the blind. It's okay. I'm Alliance, which by the way, they don't even make it easy to tell whether you're Alliance or Horde. Like you have to like look at your buffs and be like, I don't know, power of deduction, I guess. Look at the Horde. So we got Disc Priest, Ret, Windwalker, so 2 discs, marks. So all physical damage. So I think I'll run. This is fine. This is my Blitz build. Wait, I think I need to reload. My UI is kind of messed up. You try to use info from nameplates so you can watch the screen, but you can't do that without big debuffs. So big debuffs is really, really great for sure. Let's run with Soul Rip here. And rest is fine. This guy is nice and waiting in his dungeon. Hey Nick, how's it going? We're starting off strong. We got 10 gifted subs from our anonymous gifter. Huge. I mean, our anonymous benefactor has really helped out. Hey, do I have 2's talents to share? Sure. Yeah. Oh shoot. You know what? So if you go to my Discord here, if you type !Discord like that, there's a link. You can join my Discord. I'm pretty sure my 2's talent build there is up to date. If it's not, then, well, I'll try and fix that. But okay, so we're demonology. We're going in blind because Blizzard has been kind enough to not give us any unit frames for the Blitz game mode. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But we will click them and we will find some enemies to attack. So with demo, you usually want to play mid, but you kind of have to keep an eye on, because like they had a sub rogue, they had like a couple hunters. I don't see any rogues here, so I'm thinking they're probably trying to do some nonsense on our cart. Maybe, can't really tell. Okay, they took the crystal. That's crazy. I didn't even think that was gonna like a possibility there. All right, let's fear the healer. Reap your healer. So our goal is to stay within the cart because they took the crystal, but they gave up their cart for the crystal. So if we mess with, oops, wrong button. If we mess with them a little, then we're in good shape here. Got precog, Hellstone. I don't really have anything else. Shoot. Okay. Hey Chan, how's Destruction? No chance? So Destruction is actually Destruction and Demo I think are pretty good without any add-ons. It's Affliction that I think is one of the hardest to play without add-ons because it's really hard to watch your dots. Destro's okay. I think am I undefeated? I'm at least 10-1. I think I'm 10-1 right now in solo shuffle. On Destro. So I'm basically at 2400 MMR already. Oh shoot, what am I doing? Oh my gosh, I should have taken this cart. I'm Alliance, not Horde. Stun that guy. Slow that guy, slow that guy. Fear this guy. Come on, everybody, get inside here. No, oh my gosh, we just got wrecked. Terrible. So, I mean, we did manage to get the crystal back, but we would have like basically won the game already. All right, so we're gonna lose the next crystal too because we were a little slower out the gates. Let's kill this Windwalker. He is like making our life miserable. Let's interrupt the healer. Uh-oh. I died fast. So they have like a lot of burst on the other team. Pretty tough to deal with. Mr. Your Age, you did it with your Fire Mage? Wait, you did what did you do with your Fire Mage? Sorry, I already forget what I was talking about 2 seconds ago. So you will catch the bait. I feel like they're gonna contest this, but I can't really tell where they are. It's all very mysterious. Huge mystery. Seems like it's okay. So it's a really even game. Here they come. The crystal's gonna spawn soon. They've gotten the crystal both times, just like out of basically our team's total neglect of the middle. So I probably should try and do something about it this time. So I'm watching the crystal this time. Oh shoot! Oh, actually, that's our rogue. Did he get it? No. That was a nice effort. He tried to smoke bomb it. It's kind of nice, you know. It's kind of nice not having a details damage meter when I'm demo because I know, you know what, I'm at the very bottom of the damage list. That's the thing about playing demo, is like you just you do no damage. But it's okay. What I'm doing is moral support for my team. More important, you know? It's pretty awesome. So this map is not so terrible without add-ons because it's not like spread out, you know? And it's not like I'm sitting a base and trying to keep tabs on stealthers and stuff. It's a little bit simpler. I'm simply fighting in the middle. So if you're playing a team fight, if you're playing Affliction or Destro, it may not actually be the worst to play without add-ons on Blitz. It's just like demo any sort of base sitting class, or if you're like a skirmisher type of class where you're trying to steal bases from people. Seems pretty important to know when people are peeling out and stuff. So that's like a huge disadvantage. But if you're just team fighting, no big deal. So I'm just guarding the cart because we're like very close to winning. So that's just a matter of like, we just need this cart for like 20 seconds and we win. So that's it. Hold on 1 second. Checking some text messages. Whoop. All right, nice, perfect. Yeah, that was just 2100, but it felt pretty good. Just because it's a simple map. So I think simple maps will do just fine. It's the spread out maps like AB, Deepwind Gorge. I think those are like, or like even the simple maps where you have to like defend a base like Gilneas. Like not knowing if you're sitting a base in Gilneas and you don't know when enemies are peeling out of mid or the middle fight. Crazy. All right. We're queued up for Destro on this guy, demo on this guy. Not an add-on in sight. Well, I have one add-on I should clarify. It's the TrueFi GCD. This is purely for stream viewers, so you can see what I'm hitting. I don't know why that's checked. That keeps checking for some reason. But otherwise, no add-ons. Just the TrueFi GCD, so you can see what I'm casting. I don't use that when I'm playing, so it doesn't affect me at all. You're gonna peak 2.5 in shuffle. That's great. 2.5 in shuffle is very, very, very good. I don't know how rating is distributed these days. Do you think we can find out? Is it like how hard is it to find out? Where is this? Let's go to Trust Far. Um, hmm. It's not cutoffs. It's not flavor of the month either. Leaderboard, solo shuffle. No, we need something that's more like stats. Solo shuffle stats. Hmm. Well, let's see. What's 2400? No, this is not. Oh, rating distributions. Here we go. Hey. All right. Uh, let's take a look. All. So 1800 represents the 68th percentile. So that means average is somewhere. So average is somewhere in 17 to 1800 range, 1750-ish, maybe 1700 actually, because 48 percentile is 1700. Okay, so 1700 is middle of the pack, and then yeah, so if you're 2500, you're in the top 90. That's the top 1%. So 2400 looks like it's the top about 2%. Okay, so 2800 is like top 0.02%. That's kind of interesting because 2800 is not going to get you a rank 1 title. That's weird. Like rank 1 title, you need like 2.9. I guess it depends on the spec. Maybe if we look at by spec, let's look at warlocks just in general. Warlock, the 50th percentile is below 1700, like 16 high 1600s. 2500 as warlock would put you in the top 1.4%. 2800 0.035%. Crazy. I think our viewership is pretty high rated. Hey, we are Voro. Check PvP and Drusvar may help. Yeah, I like Check PvP. Check PvP as well. Really, really great site. One of the best things about Check PvP is you can look up people's like alts and stuff. 2.1k for you, up 2k last season. Came in this tail end of season 2. Yeah, 2-1. It's great. Hoping to learn Warlock and push beyond Duelist to Elite next season. I think that's a great goal. If you can get Duelist in one season, Elite the following season is a really good goal. It's achievable. It can be a lot of work depending on honestly depending on how a lot of things go in terms of like balancing and how much time you have to play, and you know there's a lot of factors, but a, a few hundred points improvement from Duelist is very achievable if you really like focus on what's missing, you know? Hey, Pack, do you think it's worth getting TrueFi GCD just to record your own games for VOD review? I think it helps. So when I'm reviewing my games, like when I want to provide voice commentary after the fact, I think TrueFi GCD makes a huge difference because honestly, I can't even like for sometimes I actually hide my bars because it's like it just feels like it's clutter. But even when I'm not hiding my bars, I can't even tell exactly what's happening. And to really unpack how a particular moment went right or wrong, you kind of need to know exactly what you were casting and when. So TrueFi GCD helps a lot with the review. I think it's great. It's not something you look at while you play, so you want to shove it over to the side somewhere where it's not like in the way. But it's pretty nice. And reviewing VODs has helped me improve a lot. I'm pretty sure it's like it's a must. It's a must do for serious improvement. Just for like casual play, you don't need to do it, but you know. Frostlight, have you ever tried one-shot Chaos Bolt using crit gear? Huh. So I've only tried mastery stacking because I always assumed that mastery scaled better than crit, and in fact, I'm pretty sure it does. The thing about crit is, you know, that's a great question. So you're right that like it might work because Chaos Bolt damage is further increased by your critical strike chance. So and it's a guaranteed crit. The thing about mastery though is that you get this thing here. So Chaos Bolt gains at least 70% of the maximum benefit from mastery chaotic energies. And mastery chaotic energies, it gives you basically the full amount. Whatever this percentage is like increases your damage. But I think you have other, isn't there other mastery stuff too? How does this work? Um, or is it over here? You know, isn't there some sort of talent that gives you more benefit out of mastery? Maybe not. So so basically you're just getting at least 70% of the maximum benefit. So anywhere between 1.7 to or 0.7%, no, or like 0.85% of this. So mastery is giving somewhere. So right now I have 1600 mastery, and it's giving me 20% more damage on my Chaos Bolt. About um, yeah, not just my Chaos Bolt, but all my casts. So with 1100 crit strike rating, I get an extra. Get an extra 15% damage on Chaos Bolts. So Frostlight, I mean, it all comes down to like just numbers wise, like how much extra crit chance percent do you get for each crit rating? And it's different for every spec. So it looks like it's pretty similar between mastery and crit. And if it's similar, then mastery stacking is going to be better because it'll improve the damage of all your spells by like a huge amount. Oh yeah, that's right. The 4-piece tier set gives you maximum benefit from mastery chaotic energies, which yeah. Let's assume that's like procking, in which case you're getting the full benefit of mastery. So it's like full 21%. I mean, it's worth experimenting with. I mean, I have a ton of extra conquests on my main character, so I could experiment, but I don't think it would be. I have serious doubts that it's going to outperform mastery stacking. Crit can also crit. Yeah, it can, but the thing about crit is crit is nerfed by 50% in PvP. Um, so equivalent increase in mastery and crit strike percentage wise is not going to improve your damage the same. You're going to get more out of mastery, I'm pretty sure. Hey Derek, hey, you're new to the game, trying to decide between mage and warlock. Do you think warlock has a steeper learning curve? I think it's a great question. I think they're pretty similar. I think uh, I think war. Okay, if I had to break it down, I'd say if you're a brand new beginner, you'd probably go, you'd probably find Frost Mage the easiest to succeed on out of all the specs, out of all the Mage and Warlock specs, because Frost Mage is simply the floor for Frost Mage performance is just very high. Like you could be a terrible Frost Mage and still do pretty well. Um, in terms of like if you're like kind of like an average player and you've kind of like overcome that initial hump where you're like you learn the basic rotations for for your spells and you know what to prioritize. I think all three Warlock specs, or at least Destro and Demo, are probably going to be doing as well as Frost Mage for an average player. And then for a very good player, I think you can make anything work. So Arcane, Fire Mage, those both come into play. Frost Mage has unlimited skill ceiling as well, including a high floor. So Frost Mage is very strong right now. But then, you know, Demo, Destro, and Affliction all become very good as well at high ratings. So you can make anything work. I'd say the biggest difference is more playstyle is very different. Like Warlock is, you're trying to, you're spending more time casting spells. And so you're kind of planting your feet, casting spells, and just doing a ton of damage and making people play around you. Frost and Arcane, they're just highly mobile. So you're like darting around the arena, doing a lot of stuff, moving around, a lot of crowd control, a little less like kind of planting your feet and casting. Bojan, what do I think about Blizz removing add-ons? How is the game going to be and what's going to look like? So this is what it looks like without add-ons. I've been playing pretty high rated actually, pretty close to 24 already, without any add-ons whatsoever. And there are two things I'd note. First, Blizzard is not removing all add-ons. So I'm handicapping myself way more than Blizzard is going to handicap everybody. So there's a lot of like cosmetic stuff or targeting things that are still going to work. And so the game is still going to look nice if you have a few add-ons, and those I'm pretty sure those are still going to work in the future. All the unit frame stuff, all the targeting stuff. So that'll make life a lot easier. However, the other note I'd make is that the game is actually pretty decently playable without any add-ons right now, and I'm playing like high-level PvP. Now, there are a few things that are definitely a lot harder without add-ons. Like you can't track kicks, and that's one of the most important things in PvP. It's like as a caster, you need to be able to know when you can free cast, so it's a little bit more challenging. So I hope Blizzard does something about that. The second thing is that Blizzard doesn't offer very many like built-in tools. Like it's crazy that you can queue for Blitz and not know who your enemies are, because that's just wild to me. It's just wild that they don't have a unit frames at all for Blitz. So that's I think an oversight by Blizzard. It seems to me like something they just forgot to include, and they'll probably implement it at some point. But again, that's something that you can that'll always exist. That add-on is gonna like battleground enemies. That's not breaking. All the kind of extra stuff like buff tracking and diminishing return tracking, I don't think it matters. Like some people care about it a lot. I don't think it matters at all. I mean, there's probably, if anything, there's a little bit more skill in kind of like having a good sense of when you can re-fear somebody, you know? And that's just like go with your instinct sort of thing. So I don't think it's going to be that bad. I think casters are going to be worse off with the change because casters are a little bit more reliant on Omnibar. The rest of the stuff, I think everyone will adapt okay. Healers, I'm a little worried about healers. I don't play a lot of healers, so I actually don't know exactly how healers work. And I don't know exactly how the base healing UI works, but from what I can tell, there's no buff or debuff sorting, which makes healing a lot more challenging because dispels are like the most important thing for healers. Really, really good dispels like swing a game. And if you can't tell what is dispellable and what you should dispel, I mean I don't know. It's pretty tough. Whoops, I just dropped my phone on my keyboard. Yeah, so I have like a lot of mixed feelings about the add-on purge. I'm going to put together a video because that's kind of what I'm experimenting with here. I'll put together a video that kind of like goes through all that because I think it's both kind of bad, and it's going to throw off game balance some because knowing Blizzard, they're not going to address all the issues before they ship it. But it's also not as bad as people say. Like people are talking about it like it's going to be the end of WoW, and I'm like, I mean, it's perfectly playable. Pack you a bolt. You want to improve, but in Shuffle you get stressed out and don't use most of the info on your screen. Press all the wrong buttons, and way better in Blitz. That you know, that's okay. Shuffle is a different skill than Blitz. I think the skills translate between the two, and if you're really good at Shuffle, you can go really far in Blitz too. But Blitz is, I mean, it sounds to me like you're a little bit more of like a big picture strategic guy or girl or whatever, and like that's great. I think that lends really well to Blitz. Um, and like Shuffle is more like for the furious keyboard warriors who just smash their keyboards like I do. It's not for everybody. But yeah, okay. So this is going to be challenging without any add-ons. Arathi Basin. We're playing Destro. That's right, Destro. Let's play. Okay, we only have a Hellcaller set. Actually, let's make a Diabolist Blitz setup. New loadout. PvP Blitz Diabolist with a pet. This is all the same. And then over here, we want to grab, let's ditch that, get that. That's probably enough. That's probably good enough. Okay. Matt, we have had a kick tracker add-on since Burning Crusade. It's so ingrained they need to add that natively. They absolutely need to add it natively unless they're going to do some major balancing for casters, in favor of casters. Because it's too hard to see kicks. Or they need to make kicks super loud or something. I don't know. I don't know what they need to do, but they need to do something. Let's see, has a lot to do with being trained every round on lock. You do better on shuffles on other classes. I see. You know, Warlock is kind of like that. You just kind of have to get used to being mess with home. Let's see, what is this? What rating is this? Oh, this is like my first ever game on this character. So this is a 14. No, this is like a 1300 game. All right, cool. Team is chatting up a storm. I don't know what they're saying, but I'm gonna hang back a second and see where people are headed. Looks like a lot of people going lumber mill. That guy's getting this. Actually, you know what? I'll go this way. What is this? That's a healer. Where's the other healer going? I don't even know where the other healer went. So we've got 2 lumber mill. I think that's fine. Did nobody go blacksmith? So you want to, so the thing about AB is like, you want to contest every node. Oh gosh. So they went blacksmith, but they got there late. And I was late because I was kind of like feeling it out. So we didn't contest 3 nodes, which is kind of like, you just automatically lose if you don't contest every node. So I'm kind of feeling it out. Let's go over here. Oh shoot, we've got somebody over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to contest the next spawn of gold mine. I can't even tell what class that guy is. What is that? Holy Priest? What is a Holy Priest doing down here? All right. Am I lagging? Oh my gosh. I just fat fingered my kick. grab the rejuve thing. Not gonna help. All right. So they had a healer down there, which is kind of unfortunate. You get the how to plan until you get punched in the face feeling on Warlock. Yeah. You just have to get punched in the face a few hundred times, a few thousand times rather, and you'll get used to it. You will even start to love it. All right, so gold mine did not go well. See, this is where you need a targeting add-on so I can see where the enemy healers are. Is that the enemy? Oh, that's the Holy Priest. So you know what? That means gold mine might be up for grabs. But I need to check the map. Looks like there's nobody here to recap this, so I'll recap this. Let's see. Hey Frostlight, did I test the one button thing? Is it good unlock? I've only tested it as demonology. It clearly did not work as affliction because it doesn't use the Jinx PvP talent, which applies your dots much faster than PvP. And I haven't tested it as Destro. It'd probably work okay as Destro. So normally I would not ghost a node like this, but this is a low-rated game, and I think like you can kind of get away with more nonsense in low-rated games. So we'll kind of push over here. Is this still the... Oh, there's a different Holy Priest. I see. Okay, well, his friends just left, which is kind of like... Okay, that is funny. But you know what? We'll take it. The thing about like low-rated games is like the main thing is people don't move their cameras around. I think so. Like he had like 3 people who spawned here, and he just left. They just left, you know. So now I want to get out of here. They're not going to take this. They're not going to take the node back. So just get out of here. Head back to stable. Do I use salt water on BGs? What is salt water? Is that an add-on? I really should have been here sooner, but that's okay. So I don't use salt water, whatever it is. Is Void Elf the best race for Warlock? You like playing human, but it looks like it is not used in PvP or in Mythic Plus. Human's okay in PvP, but it's not. I'd say it's not the best. You know, I'll hang here for like a second or two. You know, it's interesting. There is no. So I see. Yeah, without the capping add-on, I can't see exactly when I can ghost here. But I think now is probably okay, just because the enemy team is not really like. Honestly, the game's over. I think that's 4 caps is like that's game. Is that Burning Rush, you madman? Oh, Burning Rush is a must-have. You have to use Burning Rush if you're playing Blitz, because Warlocks have no mobility, and you need to get from one node to another. So most of my health stone usage is simply to recover from Burning Rush. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, especially if you're playing demo, and you're like stuck in combat all the time with your imps, you need to use Burning Rush a lot. Frostlight. Oh, saltwater potion. So I don't play normal BGs. So all those consumables, they only work in unrated environments. Oh, nice! I finally got the heraldries quest. So I don't play unrated very much. So I'm not really sure, to be honest. If I played normal BGs more, I'd probably use it. But I mostly just vendor them, or sell them on the auction house or something. I don't know. Mind blown makes sense, but yeah, this is like a horrible talent. It's so bad. Like it drains your health so fast. Like no other class has that much difficulty moving around. I don't know why Warlocks are so punished for it. I think they should probably nerf the health drain on it just a little bit. But but yeah, you need to use it. So Derek, in terms of the best race, I think Void Elf is currently the best. All my Warlocks are Void Elf. I think the spell pushback prevention is a massive massive benefit in environments like Shuffle and Arena when you get targeted a lot. And the Void Elf teleport is also pretty strong. Actually, wait, let me leave the instant script here. But I don't think it's a huge difference. So if you prefer something like human, you're not going to see a huge difference. And also in PvP, or rather in PvE, unless you're pushing for like world first stuff, like race to world first, or like, you know, MDI, like the invitational tournaments, it doesn't matter because all the PvE, the damage buffs between each race are so close. And the only thing is like you might need to go Night Elf to really push in certain like super high keys, only because you need Shadow Meld for like the like certain like skips and stuff. It's just like, super cheesy stuff. You don't need to play around that, you know? Oh shoot, what? Okay, if this Q doesn't pop, I'm gonna accept this one because I want to play on this guy. Yeah, okay, they didn't accept it, so I will send this guy quickly. Nice. So I preserved this Q. Perfect. Could not have gone better. Void Gang, yeah. But you know what? I mean, like you can play any race. It doesn't matter. PvP it's not going to make a massive difference in your performance. Okay. Fire Mage. So this guy's sitting on his Qs. Yep. Fire Mage. What is this? Arms Warrior and an Assassination Rogue. Okay. We're playing Destro. Let's play. You know what? I like Diabolus. Diabolus is so much fun. We'll play Impish Instincts and Reflect. Yeah. Okay. Now hold on. I need to check some text messages. Void Elf plus teleport? It does. It used to be really slow and terrible and nobody ever used it. And they buffed it. I don't know, maybe like 6 months ago or something. They like went and rebalanced all the races. So all the like underplayed races are a little bit better now. Wow, that was I really did not click the right target there. So really bad start. That's okay. Interrupt, oh shoot, Frost. Oops. Should not have interrupted Frost. A lot of damage. Health Stone. Wart for second. Oh, did he shrink it that? No, he didn't shrink it. I guess he got dispelled really fast. Alright, let's blast away. Oh man. That's no fun. I probably should have walled earlier, but that's okay. Got the precog. Getting wrecked here. Health Stone. Interrupt Hex. Coil into Big Blast. Man, he didn't die. That's unfortunate. Alright, here comes another Infernal. Let's take the gateway away. And we blast. Uh, shoot, I gotta kill something here. That was a extremely sloppy finisher for me, but the warrior did the job. Okay. Can you set focus with right click on the... Oh, you know what? I don't know, because I do that naturally with Gladius. Has it been working that way? I'm not even sure. Derek. Is Blizz removing ability tracking in 11.3 or 12.0? I think it's 12.0. I don't think they're doing anything next season. I think it's more going to be in the next expansion. So there's a little time. Oh shoot! You know what? I should have gone Soul Rip here instead of Reflect. That's okay. It's not a big deal. All right, just getting silence. You know, I was gonna take the gate, but then this guy left me behind. I'll take the gate now. Pretty big hit. So it's really hard to tell how long I have on my... Oh, is that a Reflect? I think that's Reflect, right? Seemed like it. I could probably kill him here if I got precog there, which I did not. There's this wall. I kill him here probably. JK. Just heard a bunch of totems coming down. Alright, got the precog. Should have ported. I think I walled. I walled without needing to wall because I thought I could get the kill. And that killed me later. Hey Cars, how's it going? It's been a while since you've seen a rogue. You forgot they existed. Yeah, rogue is they're here. They're still super strong. They're not very popular. They're actually extremely unpopular these days, but they're very, very good. Not the best. I guess that's the thing. It's like they actually, you know what? There are a lot of good melee is the thing. So they're not exactly short on options. I did not mean to fall there. Okay, I'm getting absolutely trashed. Coil. Pretty hard to tell what's happening. I don't think I should die here. I don't like the wall. I mean, I don't know. What can I do here? There we go, Spirit Link. AoE stun. Double coil into blast. Oh, I thought I had more time. Oh, that was close. I think we got his combust, or not his combust. What do you call that? Cheat death thingy. Interrupted the healer. This might be a kill. Oh no. Don't let me die here, please. That's crazy. Hmm. I'm not sure what happened. The position guy kind of interesting because the priest pushed in on the shaman and the shaman got scared. Even though I feel like a shaman should be the one kind of bullying a priest around with between Tremor and the stun thingy, capacitor, lightning totem things. Who knows? But anyway, you can see the playstyle is really simple. When you're playing when you're playing Warlock versus Mage, just simply trying to get as many casts off as I can. That was a really bad fake cast for me. So I got out of the, that was a Void Elf teleport, by the way. It's really nice for getting out of the smoke bombs. Alright, fake the kick. We blast. Oh, oops, that's Cloak. It's a little harder to see Cloak. Actually, it's a lot harder to see Cloak without the, so he Shadow Word Death, so I fake the kick, or fake the fear. And now we can train the rogue. Interrupt the healer. This is probably a kill. Oh my gosh, he lived. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. And now we're all stacked up, so it's actually kind of bad. I think that's a full fear. Holy cow, he lived through so much damage there. Okay. I was like, if we lost that game, that would be crazy. We completely demolished them. Went through every one of their CDs. But yeah, it's hard to see stuff like... So Cloak of Shadows is super obvious with big debuffs. It's like the most obvious graphic because the icon is very obvious. But the... trying to see it on the character itself is a lot harder. I basically wasted 2 full Chaos Bolts into Cloak of Shadows before I realized what was happening. Okay, Fire Mage, that's a Shaman. I think we'll probably mostly go the Mage still, but we'll see. Kill the grounding. Double coil. Oh shoot. Oh no, that's really bad. That's okay. AoE stun. Get the fake kick. Big damage. Health stone. Let's port per second. You're the shaman? Oh, he got the kick on me. Dang it, I wasted my kick. Oops. Just walked right into that. You're the... Nice pull. I'm going to turn on the warrior for a second. Is that a reflect? No, maybe not. Interrupt the healer. It's pretty good heal interrupt. Nice. All right. that rogue had no damage on me? Honestly, I can't tell. So one thing that's a lot harder to tell is like when people are using their cooldowns, and I can't tell when Deathmark is being used. I actually have no idea how to tell when Deathmark is being used, because I usually use a weak aura that announces it. It's like Deathmark, very obvious. But this is kind of just guessing. I just basically just guessing based on where my health bar seems to be moving, how quickly it's going down. Okay, this is really awkward positioning. Let's just get out of there. Drop a Infernal here. Alright, fake the kick. Let's go ahead and try and get a fear on the healer. Oh, dang. Almost got him. I trinketed there, so that's a little risky, but it's not the end of the world because they already used Smoke Bomb. Was that? How did they heal that? I'm gonna use my defensive here. Oh, I shouldn't have used my defensive. Dang it. I got interrupted. Coil. Fear. Oh my gosh. I think he reflected my last Chaos Bolt there. That's my guess. Is that what happened? I don't have details, so I have no idea. But I'm pretty sure he reflected my Chaos Bolt when I was going to kill him. So sad. I wasted my wall. So in two of those rounds, I wasted my wall because I thought I was in more trouble than I was, and I think it's in large part because I couldn't really tell what was happening. I think I need to watch some of the videos where Blizzard talks about what add-on changes are coming, because um, I'd be curious to know which add-ons we can still rely on. A lot of them are still going to work. It's going to be totally fine. Totally fine. But yeah, I think 2400 is still pretty easily doable without add-ons. I think getting to 2600 and higher is going to be very challenging without a better sense of when cooldowns are being used. And I'm not certain that that's going to exist in the add-on purge, because I know you're not going to be able to track um, timers on enemy buffs and debuffs, but I'm not sure if you're going to like be unable to tell, like if somebody uses Deathmark, I don't know if you can have some way of seeing that more clearly with add-ons or not. That's what I'm not sure about. Hey, Pack, you've been appreciating the simplicity of the Destro rotation, makes it easier to focus on the game itself. Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of unused keybinds as Destro. Destro is really just a lot fewer buttons. You could probably make Destro work pretty well with what do you call it? Arena 1, 2, 3 targeting stuff. I could probably fit those keybinds in. I think demo is also pretty light on keys. It's affliction that has a ton of binds. Yeah, actually, you know what? Look at this. So the demonology page, actually, demonology has a decent number of buttons too, but but a lot of them you don't use. Like you don't use implosion, and some of this stuff is just you don't use guillotine. Actually, guillotine's getting removed, I think, next patch. You don't use corruption. So demonology actually is also pretty low on keybinds. Affliction has a lot. So you need like all these buttons keybound. I mean, there's a couple you don't. Like obviously you don't need Nightfall keybind, but like the rest are all keybinds and you need to use them. So affliction's a little tougher. Destro demo, there's fewer buttons in their spellbook. Let's see. I'm in queue in both demo and destro on NA and EU. Add-on free, but let's take a look. I mean, I will play with add-ons if I find a good threes pug I can join. Let's see. BM Hunter. Eh, nothing interesting. Hey Frostlight, they're removing all add-ons? No, no, not all add-ons. Let's see if there's like a summary of it. Like a WoW add-on removal. So they're not removing everything, but I want to see if there's like some sort of summary. This one's pretty old. Let's see if there's a WoW head, WoW add-on removal or purge or whatever. June. So they're not removing everything. They're just removing a lot of the add-ons that are very tied to combat log functionality. And the main thing is they're trying to remove weak auras and maybe like some other add-ons that are really close to what weak auras does because weak auras is very powerful. People were basically programming into weak auras like just playing the game for them. Like if you look at all the top PvEers, like Race to World First, they just have a weak aura basically playing the game for them. That's how they can like that's how they like raid for like 50 hours straight. It's because they're not pressing one button, but they're told what to do and they just follow the instructions. And I think they're trying to get rid of that, and they're trying to also make it so new players don't have to install quite as much third-party software in order to play the game. So it's going to be simpler. I think it's a good initiative, but they have not been super specific on what is getting removed and what's not. But I think you can safely assume that anything that manages your cooldowns or manages like and tracks enemy cooldowns and enemy debuffs and stuff like that, all that stuff is going to be a lot harder to use, and maybe it'll go away. But unit frame add-ons, stuff that makes your game look prettier, that's all staying. Pretty sure. So I wouldn't fret too much just yet. I wouldn't make any changes because I mean I think Blizzard is still figuring it out themselves, like what they're going to do. They haven't announced it like in great detail, so you can't plan. And it's not like you should like handicap yourself for now. I'm just kind of playing around, seeing what it's like, because the base UI is pretty bad in some respects and pretty good in others. Pack, you should see Mop was setting up bars. Dasher had tons of empty slots, and Af didn't have enough to keybind everything. That's funny. You know, I wonder what it was like back then. I mean, I used to play so much, not in MOP, but like in Kata and earlier. There's this, I think it was just a lot simpler, a lot easier to jump in and play. Yeah, so Frostlight, I would still play with add-ons right now. There's no reason not to. It's gonna be a while. Like season three is just about to start in a month, and all the add-ons are still gonna work. It'll be totally fine. The add-on removal isn't for another like probably like 6 months or something. So this is just this is just me messing around. Like I should like this could be really bad depending on whether I'm base sitting or not. I'm playing Destro or demo, so they might have me sit, which is fine. But let me see what we're facing. So this is a 2100 game. We are Alliance side. So Horde is balance, arms, DK, marks, LE, and destruction. So they have a really great team fight. This is like the ideal team fight comp. And they don't have any rogues. So the only thing I need to watch for is a hunter if the hunter goes missing. On our side, we have Resto Shaman, Balance, Frost, Feral, Marks, Ret, and Disc. Okay, so ideally, I think either the Ret or the Feral would sit, but we'll see. I could sit too. It's gonna be a little harder to kind of like keep track of where the enemies are. Candlejack. Soul Harvester turns your Demon Bolt into a burst. Yeah, that's your kill combo as Soul Harvester demonology is you just Demon Bolt them repeatedly until they die. It's not a lot of burst. It's nothing it's not like a chaos bolt or anything like that, but it's actually more than people think. What is this? Uh-oh, I don't like that. Look at that. That's a that's a huge contingent leaving the mid. I don't know. See how that goes. Generally, you want to fight for mid. It's just the safest thing to do. The reason's it's a very simple reason. Um, it's simply a lot harder. Oh my gosh, I hesitated in trinketing, so I was too slow to trinket and port back. That was actually a nicely timed stun at the same time as the knockback. That was just basically me being silly though. I easily could have trinketed and poured back. Okay, so they took the flag. Um, I mean, it's not surprising. We sent a ton of people over there, and they're at a huge disadvantage. Trying to take a base is a lot harder than taking the mid. So this DK is doing a good job slowing us down, but it is a Warlock holding it. Um, I'm just gonna run past him. I mean, ah, shoot. Okay, all right. We gotta just kill him. DKs are super annoying. All right.
I must get closer.
So the one thing that Blizzard has provided for us is they give us small little targeting advantage. I can see who's carrying the flag. That's it. He's gonna cap the flag, isn't he? Oh no, maybe not. He interrupted me. Interesting. Not great. Not great at all. Your normal rotation is to use Demon Bolt to generate shards. Is it worth spamming Demon Bolt if you think you can secure a kill even if you're tapped on shards? Or capped on shards? Yeah. Yeah, I do that all the time. So I'm often trying to land a kill just with Demon Bolt. Because like usually if they're low health, they're like, you have to chase them down and around a pillar and stuff. So you just have to kind of like do what you can to get your casts out. Even if it's not the most efficient thing. Alright. I'm trying to get away from here just to get over to the next base. I can't tell when I'm out of combat because of the way this thing works. Actually, somebody invited me to a group on the other character. Let's see. This is our healer. Alright, so we got the flag, which is good. But all that does is basically even up the game. Let me get some more health stuns here. And check my messages on my other character. Alright. Oh shoot, what's going on? Alright, I'm gonna do some threes in a minute here. So, doesn't look like we're going to get over there to contest in time. Which doesn't look like we're going to contest anywhere in time. So that's like, you never cap the flag when you don't have somebody at the base. That was a huge mistake. Kind of hard to overstate. Cannot overstate how big a mistake that was. Because when you have the flag, you control when to cap it. And so you wait for your teammates to be at the right spot. That's the key. So now we're in a tough spot where we've got to like win 2 bases to even have a shot. My Tyrant is AFK? Yeah, I don't know. I was just kind of like distracted for a second. Okay, thank you for pulling me up, actually. I'm going to wall. So, set this guy's focus. Also, the last thing you want to do is take the flag when you have no bases, because you can't cap the flag. So somebody just took the flag in the middle, and there's no point because you can't cap the flag, and all you do is like this guy's now easier to kill because he has a stacking debuff. So I have to say that it feels like 2100 games in NA are a little bit higher quality than in EU, but maybe it's just this game. Eye of the Storm kind of like is a really wacky game. Like it's very like confusing to new players because it doesn't at all follow the way that the normal BG is played. Like in a normal BG, you just want to cap as many flags as you can, cap as many bases as you can. But that's just not how it's played in Blitz, unfortunately. Okay, this game's over, so I'm gonna drop these Qs, leave this instance group. and then switch over to my other dude. All right. Is it better to shield or to wall? So you mean Dark Pact? Dark Pact you use often. It's a short cooldown, so you're going to be using that a lot. Let me just log over to my main, and then we're going to do some threes. I'm going to go ahead and stick this guy in a follower dungeon, while I also queue for another shuffle or blitz. And we'll play some threes. We are going to turn our add-ons back on, so here we go. So he's playing Arcane here. Arcane was not working great with Destro, it felt like yesterday. Let's try demo, I suppose. I don't know. Might have just been yesterday too. Who knows? So Candlejack, I mean, wall is your last resort. That's your last cooldown. After you use shield wall or unending resolve, that's it. Like you're a sitting duck. So you really want to make sure you use that well, because you really only get one shot at using it in a particular solo shuffle round or in a blitz fight, like a big team fight. Dark Pact, you can use it pretty frequently. So use that early and often. And the shield from Dark Pact, it lasts for quite a while. So you don't have to time it super well either. You can just use it early and just use it whenever it's off cooldown, and that should be pretty good mitigation overall. See, I guess queues are not so fast at this time of day. So it's fine just pre-popping Dark Pact or even just missing the timing altogether. Yeah, you don't want to. I mean, it works in stuns. So Dark Pact is really flexible. You don't necessarily want to pre-pop it. You do want them to like do some like a little bit like 10-20% damage to you first, and then you pop it. That's a pretty nice like shield. Your healer has time to like catch you up while you're still shielded. So it's actually, that works out pretty well if you do it that way, but it's pretty flexible too. Okay, let's see. You should err on the side of overusing cooldowns. When you're first learning a class, a spec, you want to use their cooldowns as much as possible. And then you can kind of like figure out when you don't really need to use it quite as much, and you just back away from that. Much easier to improve that way. Okay, DH Frost Mage. Might run Fell Lord here. And then we're just gonna try and grind him down. Since I'm playing demo, I've mostly been playing Destro with these guys, but he's been playing Frost with Destro, and I think Arcane with Destro felt pretty lackluster in terms of pressure. So trying something different here. That's a pretty quick kick. Okay, we're gonna port for a second here. Fear the mage, or interrupt the mage. This guy is, this Demon Hunter, his kicks are like suspiciously fast. It's we'll see. I'm not sure it's legit. Interrupt the frost. He's not even kicking like useful stuff. He's just kicking like the instant I start casting something. Very odd. You're this guy? I should have tried to fake that. Interrupt the Frost Mage. Fear Mage. Switch to the Druid. It's a pretty nice Tyrant. Interrupt the Mage. Fear Mage. Alright, switching to Mage. Coil the Mage. There's a block. Okay, I've got this Demon Hunter's number. You just have to fake cast for like 0.1 seconds because he's clearly kickbotting. I haven't seen this clear kickbotter since in like a long time. Wall here. Uh-oh. Might be in trouble here. Interrupt the Cyclone. Man, that kick is so funny. Does everybody in threes cheat? Because I feel like there's a lot more cheaters in threes than in shuffle. You're the Druid. Yeah, definitely kickbot. So funny. Alright, we're like very slowly getting through this guy's cooldowns. I don't know. It's pretty painful. At least I can reliably farm precogs from this Demon Hunter. Okay, well, was a little bit of a grind. The main thing was I had to figure out that this guy is kickbotting. I've never seen such an obvious cheater. I should have reported him. Oh well. I think demo does work better with Arcane though because we just lack the control from Arcane only. Like Arcane Destro The damage was good, but we just didn't have any control. So at least this way we get a little more control out of it. This comp. But I'm not sure that Arcane works as well as Frost in general. We'll see. Which add-on do I use for the healer CC notifications? That's a weak aura. So this is one of those weak auras that's probably going to get purged by the next expansion. But I run a few different weak auras. You can get all of them from my Discord. So if you join my Discord, um, my chatbot. Oh, there it is. There. So you can get a link to my Discord. Whoops, that's misspelled. And you can download all the weak aura import codes. They're all available there. I got most of mine from Wago, and I modified a few here and there. I got some. Oh my gosh, what did I just? I did not mean to move this. Can I undo that? I don't know. Whatever. So like they're all like importable. Some of them are not super up to date. So like some of them don't show all the cooldowns that are really important, but you know, it's good enough. Yeah, that Demon Hunter. How do you report that? Is it too late? I think I need to be in the game to report him. And he is like clearly cheating. Hot spoon. Yeah, Derek, no problem. Yeah, I have build codes and stuff there. I need to go through. I keep saying I need to go do it, but I haven't done it in a while. I need to go through and make sure that they're up to date. I don't think they are. Some of them are, some of them aren't. But I change my builds around a lot. Like I'm always fiddling with a few points. There's always like a core set of points that just are very hard to move around once you figure out what the optimal build is for that season. So like it doesn't matter too much if like the builds are a little bit different. But you'll see me playing stuff that's like slightly different. Sometimes I'll play Amp Curse, sometimes I won't. Sometimes I'll play, you know, Nightmare, sometimes I won't. That stuff is like kind of optional though. Let's see what we got. Ret BM. This is probably the most common comp I've seen. This or LE Warrior. It's like I swear it's like every other team is like a Ret BM or Ret Hunter of some sort. It doesn't have to be BM, but it often is. It's really crazy. Super popular comp. I guess like they're both very popular classes too. There's a strong comp, very popular classes. That's probably what's going on. All right. Let's hit the, let's see, I want Amp Curse? Yep, we're good. Okay. His name is Serval, but it's not a survival hunter. Not to be confused for that. Oh, I wasted my coil into. See if I can get a fear here. That'd be pretty nice. Got it. On the ret mostly. Fear. Was that lay on hands? So that Fell Lord is pretty useless. You're this guy. Just trying to slow down the damage. Just hitting stuff to make sure that pressure's high. The healer has to like spend their time healing rather than like spamming sleeps or something. Oh no. We actually were in a pretty good spot. I think just got a little out of sync maybe from the healer. But he kited around the world, which I don't know if that was necessary or not, but we didn't go through all our cooldowns. It just happens. Damage was sometimes the ret and BM Hunter burst can be a little surprising. Hold on. Reading some text messages. Okay. See, what are we doing here? Ask them how they like Demo and Destro. I really like Destro Frost. Kind of wish you were playing Frost because I think it's we were kind of dominating with that. Arcane just feels like I need to help him set up damage. I don't really know how to do it. I only have. Oh, he's going Frost. Interesting. All right. Oh, it's a rematch. Okay, good. Let's see how this goes. Frost seems so much better than Arcane. I think Frost is stronger than Arcane. Arcane, I bet there's some comps where Arcane is better. Simply because it does more burst. However, Frost is just like it does almost as much burst, and it's way more defensive and way more control over the game. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, even just like constantly slowing everybody the way it does, it's like really strong. Oh my gosh, I missed my freaking gate. I have to lay that again sometime. Doesn't matter. So they're training the mage again. I've got to try and get the Null Shroud stacks off this guy. Fear him. So we're getting tons of control out here. Oh shoot. Must have missed a kick on him. Full fear on the dragon. Nope. Actually, sometimes the fears break, and I'm actually not quite sure why. Is it like the sack or something like that? I don't even know. Synced, whatever you call it. Make the kick. It's like I'm playing like textbook level gameplay here. He's gonna be off fear DR, so I'll fear him. So here I'm just like spamming demon bolts because it's a clear kill. It's amazing how much like easier that felt. Because like Frost is just everyone is just slowed. So it's like perfectly in the center. I just like tunnel damage into them. I think Destro's more fun, but Demo felt pretty strong there. Um, After he switched to Frost, they probably should have focused a little bit more on shutting me down. They just ignored me, which probably works against a lot of people. I think that comp is like about as brain dead as it gets. It's kind of amazing. Frost CCing all the pets, nobody doing any pressure on their team. Yeah, their damage is still okay, but just like they just run out of they just can't get away. So that like he's kiting, literally kiting in circles around them in the open. It's almost like the way you'd kite around like a like if you're trying to like AoE farm a bunch of mobs in the open. It's pretty funny. So my damage looks high, but a lot of it's just hitting those pets like bear, beast. Um, yeah, probably like 15 to 20% of my damage is just like it's just pad damage. If it's them again, that means there's nobody queuing. So hopefully it's a different team. It's it's them again. Oh my gosh. 3 times in a row? That's ridiculous. I have to imagine they're going to switch it up this time because like it felt like they had literally no chance of winning training the mage. So my guess is they'll go on me a little more, but we'll see. See what happens. If they go me, I mean, leaving a frost mage open is also kind of like a recipe for disaster. So we'll see. I think big map like this, we can just kite around in circles. A lot of room to maneuver. Every trap spam fear until one is out. Yeah, I'm basically just fearing on CD. I mean on DR. All right, Doom is ticking. What are they gonna do? Here they come. Oh, they're ignoring me again, which is not. It's not the worst thing. Okay, so I've slept. It's okay. So I got to get through this. Let's just stun this guy. Get this cooldown rolling. Did you DC? I think it did do DC'd. I can't tell. No, he's back. Or no, wait, is he DC'd? He's just standing there, so I assume he DC'd. I guess, whatever. It's not like we can wait for him to come back. You know, I had a bunch of disconnects yesterday. I wonder if there's like something wrong with one of the ISPs. Spectrum was like screwing with me yesterday. My stream, I had to just like I just disconnected in the middle of my stream yesterday. Oh well. Well, that's unfortunate, but I'm actually kind of glad because now we get to face hopefully somebody else. Facing the same team 3 times in a row is like that's it's a little ridiculous. Is he actually a troll? Oh, he is a troll. Troll mage. One of the few trolls out there. Troll's not bad. But the troll don't they get a haste buff? I wonder how that works with icy veins. Feels like icy veins you already hit the like GCD cap. I'm not sure though. If not, then it's really good then because haste is such like a multiplier effect. As long as you don't hit the global cooldown cap, because there is like basically a haste cap. But I don't know what it is. $59,000 conquest. You know, one thing I need to do is I just need to spend all my conquest. So just spend it. Unfortunately, this is like the worst process in the world. This is sad. 2 clicks for just 375 conquests, which is like I don't know. When you end up like if you play a lot during a season, you end up with like 100,000 conquests, just extra. Maybe I mean I play more than most people, so but even then, even so, like even people who play pretty casually throughout the season still end up with like tens of thousands of extra conquest. And there's no way to just dump it all easily. Oh, I guess I could actually just buy one of these. Oh wait, what am I doing? I could just buy anything here. That's ridiculous. So I should just buy. Oh, but it still have to click twice. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shove all these boxes into the warband bank because maybe I can sell them for like, or maybe I could use them on my druid or something like that. It's kind of nice to get fully geared before the end of the season with your extra conquest. The main reason is simply because oh what? There's no vendor price? I would have to put it on first. Okay, 150 gold. Okay. I'm just gonna have to wait for all that stuff to expire. I'm not gonna equip it all and mess up my gear sets. Alright. Demo BM Hunter says a lot of pets. This is where Diabolist is actually pretty attractive because I can AoE fear a ton of pets. The problem is Diabolist, the damage profile is just kind of poops. Just doesn't do as much damage. So I think I'm gonna stick with Soul Harvester. Let's get another. Actually, Impish is still pretty good here. Yeah, I think I'll just stick with this build. Okay. I don't know who the mage is gonna prefer going on. I think we just play it by ear. Like whoever's most available. Because usually there's one person who plays super defensive, like in a comp like this. Like it looks like the lock is playing super defensive. I probably should not have interrupted that, but we're applying a lot of pressure here. I've got a pretty big tyrant. I'm like lagging. I probably should close my EU account, honestly. It's probably causing like a fair bit of frame rate lag for no reason. They have port aggressively here. See if I can fear this guy. So we're just trying to get some control back here. Oh man, I got kicked twice. Crazy. This is a terrible tyrant, but their dude is way out of position. Stun him. Oh shoot, I did not mean to Demon Bolt that guy. Mistake. I'm still waiting for the Fear DR. Nice, we got the turtle. That's pretty good. If I can fear the Pally. He bubbled. Fear the lock. So it's working a little better going on the hunter because this hunter naturally plays very aggressively. Which makes him more susceptible to just more uptime on our damage. Interrupt the healer. Shoot. They peeled. We're hitting both now. Man. So we got... okay, so during Searing Glare, just pull out the Tyrant, get out pets. Well, we are pressuring them a lot. Nice. All right. So we started on the lock, but because he was playing the most defensive out of them, we just simply switch to somebody else and win. And that's kind of how you play against that. So when you play against double ranged, unless they're really coordinated, they almost always like there's almost always like one person who's super aggro and one person who's super like defensive. And you just kill the aggro one. Candlejack, two WoW clients are competing for the same up-down bandwidth. Man, you know what? I think you're right. There's no point in subjecting myself to that. Connection to the ISP is restricted by my computer. Connection to router, and any of those can be bottlenecks. Yeah. Close Wowhead takes a ton of memory. Really? Goodbye, Wowhead. I'll just leave a blank page up. You know, honestly, I need to reboot every day because I open a bazillion tabs. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure everybody does this too. I just have like a zillion tabs open, and it's like such a waste. It's whatever. Um, but yeah, feels pretty good. I feel like I need an Advil. I don't know why I have a headache today. Yeah, Candlejack. I don't know much about the internet, but I think having a bunch of stuff open definitely slows me down. But some of that is like it does. It's not. I'm not sure if it's actually packet loss. You know, it's not like internet lag. Some of it's just like my computer is at its limit in terms of like processing capacity. So having multiple WoW instances open, I think it's like not just like bandwidth. It's like my graphics card is just dying. So I should close extra stuff that I'm not using. I think browser tabs are actually, I've got like I was watching Daredevil on Disney Plus. Probably should close that. You know, things like that. All that is slowing me down for sure. Your degree is in computer security. Nice. That's awesome. You know, that seems like just like increasingly relevant, increasingly important to know computer security stuff. I don't know much about that stuff. I do know that I shouldn't be clicking random links, but I do. It's not just your graphics card. Your card only renders what's on the screen at any given time. Stuff in the background only exists in memory. Oh, so it's a memory issue maybe? Yeah. My computer's not bad. I have like one of those Alienware desktops, but it's not like the top of the line one, and it's a few years old. It's like good enough for streaming, but only just. But also like I have been having a lot of ISP issues. Spectrum has been just like hitting pooping on the bed or whatever. What's the phrase? I don't know. It has not been working so well. Okay, this is probably the other most common comp. Warrior Mage or Warrior Ellie, really common. Um, I really like Fellord. I just can't give it up. I always want to get Reflect, especially when it's like Mage and Druid, because there's a lot of good stuff to Reflect. But it's hard to play against Warriors without Impish Instincts. And Fellord is like kind of it's going to be interesting because next season, this is going to be a free talent slot. Because demo right now, you don't have an option. You have to take Master Summoner no matter what. And so it ends up being, you only have two PvP talents basically. Okay, Warrior's good, but should also hit Mage or Druid if they're in a bad spot. Don't need a tunnel. Okay, I think it's Mage, right? Makes sense. It's always good to swap around, especially against druid healers. Druid healers they have a lot of trouble kind of dealing with swaps. I'm just gonna lay it Fellord here because is he just gonna tank it? He's gonna tank it. Let's hit the druid for a little bit. Actually, no. You know what? Uh-oh. Really not letting me cast much stuff here. Oh shoot, I should not have walled there. I thought I could get the kill. I need to kind of guide this action away. Alright, this is a good Fellord here. I got double kicked. That's pretty good for us. Coil this guy. Fear the. Oh, I didn't get the refear. That was very hairy because of the. All right, got to interrupt on the precog. Pretty good tyrant. Port. Fake the kick. Oh, did not fake the kick. Shoot, I'm dead. Do I kite more? I feel like going in the circle was okay. I thought we were actually winning on control, and then at some point we just kind of like lost steam. But maybe I didn't get. I missed a couple interrupts on the mage. Jack, if you don't click random links, you stand head and shoulders above 80% of other computer users. Yeah. Problem is, like, people link me stuff all the time now that I'm streaming, and I'm just clicking it. So don't send me any viruses, please. Okay, Frost DK Windwalker. Yeah. HPAL has to go there. Okay. All right, last game. Let's make this count. Are we even up? I guess we're up a little bit. You know, I think Destro actually would have worked better than Demo in the last game, but part of it was I was like dominating with the precogs and everything early, and then I just kind of ran out of just got ran over it towards the end. Everyone's playing Presvoker now, huh? Oh my gosh, I fat fingered my. All right, I think I can get a fear here. Take the kick. Do I have wall here? No. There's health stone. Should be fine. Spear this guy. Get all my casts out. All right, we're in good shape now. Interrupt sleep walk. So all right, they're going for it again. I think I wall here, because I don't think this is going to last much longer. So we just need to survive this go. Oh no. Really needed a bubble there. That's okay. There's a slight mistake there. Yeah, because I think if we survive that go, then we probably just win. Eventually just grind them down. All right, maybe this is the last game. That was pretty close. I think we'd gotten through all their major cooldowns. Gets a little iffy because they have such crazy burst. I think I walled the right time though, but the problem is like when I walled, the pally was probably they just immediately swapped off and we went on the pally. Okay, let's get another ward here against Ellie. Yeah, I wonder if this is that demon hunter from earlier who was botting. We'll see. All right. After this, we'll do some more no add-on stuff. Unless we find another pug that's around the same rating. We'll see. Okay. Uh, yeah, this is that cheater. I remember his name. Pot Spoon. So, pretty simple. You simply have to outplay by a million times just to have a chance. Alright. Get a Tyrant out. Here's a Druid. Yeah. I feel like that Demon Hunter should be less blatant about it cheating. Like, won't he get banned? Or am I crazy? Switching to the Druid real quick. Reflect. Nah. No chance. Oh wow. At the wall there. Oh shoot. I'm super messed up here. I barely got in range of my port there. Port for a second. Where's the Druid? I can't even find him. Oh, there he is. This guy is such a blatant. It's actually infuriating. I hope I remember to report him after this game. Just blatant kickbotting. Not even like. Uh-oh. Got the fear. Dang. Gotta get another Hellstone here just in case. Alright. Another Tyrant. Pretty decent Tyrant. Alright, we got a good fear. Oh, I gotta kill the tremor. That's what's happening here. Just gonna send the stun. Grimar. Nice wall. Oh, he can hop around it. That's right. Fort per second. Get Tyrant out. Dang it. Just cannot get pressure out. Oh my gosh, that's such a bad gate. I tried to gate back or port back, but I think I gated and ran a few steps too far. So bad. But those guys are. I need to report them. Is it botting or hacking? Kick botting. Okay. Uh, hey, whoa, that is the longest name ever. Pot. I'll just call you Pot. Thanks a lot for the guide and everything. Yeah, no problem. Glad you enjoyed. Pretty frustrating. I mean, we face only like 3 or 4 different teams. One of them is cheating. We still beat them. Another one, we beat them a couple times. One of them DC'd. The other one, yeah, the Pally has to go. I think he's like going to work or something. It's probably like West Coast or something. And then another team, I think we would have won, but it just kind of came down to like a single global difference. It's okay. It happens. Let's go ahead and let's just check the premates. See what's out there. Enhance. Ugh. Arms. I don't really play much with warriors. I feel like haven't had a whole lot of success with warriors in the past. But let's go ahead and queue some. Let's go switch over to our no add-on guy. Stinky with an extra E. Let's fire up our EU account. Oh, hey Benedito, you're watching on mute. Can't listen to audio right now. Who is cheating? I'm pretty sure the Demon Hunter, just the way he's kicking, just like an auto kick. Um, like he doesn't really care. Like if he's in range and you don't have precog and you're starting to cast Fear, it immediately auto kicks. It was like so consistent within the first like 0.5 seconds of a cast. Humans just can't be that reliable. There's not that good at it. So pretty clearly cheating. Some people are a little less obvious about it. It's all pretty unfortunate. I mean, I don't understand like why would anybody cheat at a game? Like you want to push the limits of any game you play. I think that's like kind of the fun part of playing a game is like you want to just get as good at it as you can. And I think that's kind of like a fun challenge for yourself. But like cheating, like going beyond the bounds of the rules of the game, it's like why are you even playing, you know? what are you doing? Like, what do you accomplish by doing that? Hey, Bojan, what is my PC setup? I run 2 WoW clients and no lag. You know, I have like one of the Alienware desktops. It's not like super top of the line or anything, but it does seem to work pretty well. Uh, I feel a lot smoother gameplay though when I run no add-ons. So that is another big plus in the add-on camp. Yeah, no add-on camp. My FPS is 100 sitting around in town with no add-ons. Pretty good. Can you make an EU tune without a new account? Uh, you cannot. You actually have to. Well, you can. You can make it on the same account. You just need to buy another copy of WoW, and it has to be specifically an EU copy. Um, it's very easy to purchase the wrong thing. Yeah, you have to buy a separate subscription as well. I mean, you can play like the starter account on EU up to like level 20 or whatever. But to actually play the game fully, you need 2 copies of WoW, 2 subscriptions. They can be on the same account as long as you're playing a different like server or whatever. Um, but uh, I made it on a separate account before I realized you could have it on the same one. So it is what it is. Yeah. So if you have extra cash and you want to make sure you're always queuing as much as possible, solo shuffle, then having 2 accounts is kind of the way to go. It's not really worth it though. There's plenty of other fun stuff to do. I mean, I play a lot, like, obviously, but to enjoy the game fully, there's like so much other stuff I could be doing right now other than queuing on 2 accounts. Oh, you know what? Let's see. This guy. Oh yeah, I do have the Greater Void Ritual on this guy. Okay. Yeah, the only thing I could do on this guy is just get more sockets. I don't really need sockets anyway. Used to play Hearthstone on all 3 regions for fun. It's free. Yeah. I wish WoW were free to play. I mean, the player base would be huge, right? Free to play games, like as soon as something goes free to play, the number of players it opens up to is just like an enormous amount. Because there's a lot of people who are just a little curious, they want to try it out, but they don't want to commit to buying not just a subscription, like a $15 a month subscription, but also the expansion, which is like, it's a lot of money. I mean, I'm sure Blizzard has like figured it out. They're like, okay, if we drop subscription prices or like get rid of them together, altogether, they won't make up for it with like in-game purchases and stuff. But I don't know. A lot of other games have succeeded with a totally different model. Let's see. We'll keep an eye out. What's this? Vixiet. Oh, he's playing with a Windwalker though. Let's see. You'd rather pay for the game than player power. Um, so a lot of games end up being pay to win, but I think the absolute most successful games are not pay to win, right? Like League of Legends, Counter Strike, uh, Fortnite. Is Fortnite pay to win? I don't think so, right? I think most of the absolute biggest games are you just buy cosmetics only. So Blizzard could probably like they could probably give out less traders tenders or whatever, and make people buy trader tender to buy so they can buy more stuff every trading post. I don't know. So like people who have spare change and they just want to like pay for extra cosmetics, I think that's fine. People should be in favor of that kind of business model, but um, instead we pay for the game, we pay for monthly subscription, and we also pay for race changes when races become OP. I've probably made Blizzard a decent bit of money by recommending Void Elf, you know? And Void Elf is it's like good. I don't want people to like go overboard with it though. Yeah, racial abilities in PvP, they're not a huge difference. Hey Bojan, do I play other games? Yeah, it's been a little while. I've been playing mostly WoW, exclusively for a little while, but I used to play a lot of League of Legends, and I used to play a lot of Teamfight Tactics. I actually played Hearthstone a decent bit too. Way back in the day when it first came out. That's a long time ago now. I haven't touched Hearthstone in ages. I used to play a lot of PoE, like Path of Exile, again, a long time ago, and Diablo 3. I didn't play very much of Diablo 4. I just finished the campaign. These days, mostly, I think I bounce mostly between WoW and Teamfight Tactics, which is a really fun. I think it's a really fun game. Very different than League of Legends. It's in the League client, but it's an auto chess. It's like an auto battler, so it's mostly like strategic. Pretty fun. I don't know if people would be interested in watching that though, so I'm just playing WoW. Also, I mean, like WoW is my favorite game by far. I never got into first-person shooters. Like I tried Overwatch. I never tried Fortnite, but I used to play a lot of Counter-Strike way back in the day. I just find them a little less addictive. Hearth used to be fun, but now it's like comparing classic WoW to retail. A lot of bloat and power creep. Yeah, that's the way that card games go though. To keep people interested in buying more card packs, they have to keep increasing the power level. The tricky thing, balancing a card game, because the cards are usable, like, are forever usable. I guess the way they fix that is they have like draft formats and stuff. I used to play Magic the Gathering way back in the day too. I haven't touched that in ages. I've missed like I don't even know how many expansions at this point. 20, 30. Yeah. I haven't played Teamfight Tactics in a little bit. I play that pretty well. Like I'm usually at the I usually get to master or whatever it's called, or diamond, and I think master's after diamond. Yeah, I get to master in Teamfight Tactics, but it's been a while. TFT is pretty cool too because it's very much like a seasonal thing. Like the game is very different every season. So whenever there's a new patch, essentially, it's pretty exciting. Everyone's like figuring it out. Um, I think that I've come to appreciate the seasonal cadence of games more and more over time. So that's what I mean. I like the way that WoW is too. It's like seasons are so important, and even if they're just fiddling with random numbers and things and that, just making little changes here and there, has a pretty big impact on the balance and feel of the game. So I think them doing that, even if the game is pretty balanced, like right now the game is very balanced, but that they still should freshen it up every season with like a bunch of numbers changes and new abilities and stuff, just for the fun, little dynamic stuff. Hearth Battlegrounds is an auto battler like TFT. I vaguely remember it. I think I played a little bit of it when it came out, but I didn't play very much. Uh, sorry, doing texting a little bit real quick. One second. Trying to confirm something real quick. My there we go. Okay. Okay. All right, let's see. What's going on here? Nothing. Nothing. Usually, like, one of the queues will pop pretty quickly. It's probably the longest I've had to wait with between two accounts in a while. Let's see. Ellie Frost. Ellie, I like playing with, you know what I want to play with is a Boomkin. Not much out there, though. I played with this guy the other day. He was pretty good. Oh, this guy was this was a shaman playing with that cheater. I don't know. Don't know about that. Hearth. Yeah, I haven't tried Hearthstone Battlegrounds in a while. Yeah. You know, I wonder if there's like ways to. I never really built my own PC from scratch, but I wonder if there's ways to like kind of make my PC even beefier, handle the multiple clients better. It's not bad. It's better than I thought it'd be before I started doing it, but it's definitely taking a toll on the computer. Maybe need more RAM or something. How are my movement keys set up? I use W for forward, A for strafe left and D for strafe right. And I don't have turn bound at all. And then I use my mouse, right click and hold my mouse for camera control. So yeah, that's my thing. So WAD. I guess S is back too. I use this not often in PvP, but more in like PvE if I need to like be a little more precise with where I'm standing. But yeah, WAD. Brodicius. Make sure you have your max background FPS set pretty low. That'll help a lot when running multiple clients. So I tried that, but the problem is like when I'm tabbing over to like my OBS to check the stream settings and stuff, I don't want the game to look super choppy. So I ended up raising the max background FPS again to 60 or something, so that it's not choppy for stream viewers. But yeah, I think it's a good suggestion though. But yeah, Chronicles, WAD for movement. So Q and E, I don't use those for strafe. I use those for buttons. Like Q is my immolate or unstable affliction. E is corruption or whatever stuff like that. So yeah, Q and E is just like prime real estate on your keyboard. So you gotta use that for buttons, for casts. But yeah, there's a lot of optimization with the keyboard because I don't have a very great gaming mouse. I have like a pretty standard mouse with like two buttons. Well, two side buttons rather. I think like a really good FPS or a really good MMO mouse will have like a bazillion buttons on the side, so you can like program more stuff, and it's a lot easier to use. Um, I've never tried that, so it is what it is. That makes sense. You keep yours set at 60 FPS for similar reasons. Yeah, or like you're watching Netflix or something, or just browsing the web, and you still want like things to look nice and smooth. Yeah. Use Q and E for buttons? Never. You can take the keyboard turn in cold dead hands. So for a while, I was using Shift A and Shift D for turning. But then I kind of realized that, I don't really need that either. I just like never turn except with the mouse. So I don't miss that at all now. Now I could actually bind Shift A and Shift D to other abilities now, but yeah, Q and E. I use them for a lot of instant casts.
I need to target something first.
Q, E, R. Those are like the best buttons. Use Shift and Control to give that functionality. Yeah, you know, I use Control. Control feels very out of the way. I mean, I use Control with a number of buttons. Control C, Control V, Control. I don't even know. I don't use Control very much actually. I use a lot of Alt and Shift. Chronicles. Do I click a lot of my buttons? No, I don't. I don't click anything basically. Yeah, I think clicking buttons is it's gonna hold you back. So do the best you can to try not to click because you'll go a lot further. Let's see. So we're sticking this guy in a follower dungeon, and this guy over here is in a 2400 shuffle against Ret, Rogue, Mage. Okay. Let's see, for a while there was some evoker tech with keyboard turning that actually gave a smaller turn radius when steering deep breath, but that got patched. Interesting. Yeah, deep breath is pretty. I think there's a little bit of an art to steering that. I'm like not very good at that. Okay, let's switch to our solo build. So these are both holy priests. Okay. Do I have a guide on my button setup? I don't. I guess I could. My buttons are all like in random spots. Honestly, it's like they're just collected over the years, over 20 years of gameplay. All right, I should have gotten the Charhound.
I do not have a target.
That's okay. this is kind of wacky. Just trying to get the tyrant out. Got kicked. All right. Not the best start. Okay, got precog. All right. Just kind of keeping my pressure up on the rogue, but not really trying to get a kill yet. Still feeling out where to go. Got a stun on the healer. So they're running. Kind of interesting they're running so far. Uh-oh. In trouble. Okay, this is a swap. That's pretty good. Man, they are migrating. Go ahead and pull the tyrant out. Nice. Baited the fear. Oh, there's a block. Lay Fellord on him. Okay, got the kill. Nice. Let's see, you should reword your question. Horde or ally for solo player mostly doing RBGs? Or doing BGs? So it doesn't matter. Oh, I guess if you're doing normal unrated BGs, it might matter. Sorry, Anthony, I didn't see your question earlier. But if you're doing rated content, it doesn't matter because it'll shuffle you in with everyone else. And whether you're Alliance or Horde is totally, it's just random. So you can't really go wrong with whatever you prefer. Alliance racials tend to be... No, you know what? I mean, Orc is very strong, and so is Undead. So you can play whatever you feel like playing. It doesn't matter. Alright, let's go ahead and summon the Tyrant. Port, Coil, Curse of Weakness. And just blasting the threat for now. I'm going to fear it out of the blind. Fear again. Port for a second. Let's get our pets out. Let's fear the priest. He faded that. Oh, wow. Alright, we got the kill. Yeah, mostly unrated. Everyone tells you that ally wins the majority. So I don't play unrated BGs very often, so I actually don't know. But it tends to be pretty... I wouldn't be surprised if ally is stronger simply because of Night Elf. Because there's Night Elf on the Alliance side, like every rogue and druid, they kind of are forced into playing Night Elf. It's a crazy thing, but Night Elf is much stronger for stealth classes. Most everyone else, it doesn't matter what you play. You play whatever you like. Some advantages here and there, but nothing major. But because of that, like all the best rogues, they're going to be Alliance for sure. All the best druids, Alliance. Always. It's ridiculous. That's like a common issue with Blizzard balancing. So I managed to port out of the whatever you call it, the smoke bomb. So we have a really strong start here. I got like all my casts off. Okay, I finally got kicked. So I'm just trying to stay on the road mainly because once we get through Cloak, he's a lot more vulnerable. A little hard to tell when the Cloak is up though. Actually, I'm gonna stun him. Wall. That bubble. So not a great spot to be in for me. But get the stun, get the fear, and we're suddenly back in action. There's Cloak. They have Bellord here. And we train the Rogue down now. Hellstone. Stun the Rogue. Ah, shoot.
I did not expect this outcome.
Should I have gone Ret? Maybe the Ret would have been easier to kill. Candlejack. You did Ally and Legion. That's not actually that true. Because the best players are not really playing unrated BGs very often though. I mean, I don't play unrated BGs. And there isn't much incentive to because Blitz is so much fun. I used to play unrated BGs, like kind of just to mix things up, be like, okay, I'm kind of bored of Shuffle, I want to play some BGs. But now, I mean, I will exclusively play rated content because solo Shuffle and solo Blitz are both super fun and more than enough to keep like basically a full-time player occupied. So, yeah, I think that's right. So it probably is very dependent on just the server you're on. And just, oh, I wasted my coil there. Poured out of this thing. Oh, I shouldn't have gotten kicked there. Interrupt Blizzard, Hellstone, fear the Mage. Say Fellord here. Huh. This kick is pretty short cooldown. Oh, I don't like walling there. I should not have walled. Interrupt the poly. Nope, didn't get it. Fear Mage. Take the kick. Coil him. Oh shoot, I got interrupted. It's alright, Healthstone. We're good. Trinket that. Bearded Priest. Fear Priest. Fear Priest. Interrupt the Mage. I don't really have any cooldowns here. Coil. Short fear. Let's get the fear on the mage. I'm just trying to keep pressure up because this rogue is like doing a tour of the world. Port preemptively? Yeah, there he is. I don't know if Smoke Bomb is up soon. This has kind of been a long game. Mage misses kick. That's pretty good. Fell Lord. Stun the rogue. Coil him.
This just means more entertainment for me.
I guess we let the rogue reset rather than chase. Maybe that was a mistake. Man, it is hard to track rogue cooldowns though. Like kicks are very short cooldown. They're like I knew that bomb was coming up. Let's see. Unrated BGs get seal clubbed by pre-mades with nothing better to do than skills and blitz. Yeah. The thing about solo content is like you don't have to deal with pre-mades and you have to deal with like toxicity, so it's pretty annoying sometimes. But at least you don't have to deal with pre-mades. Because pre-mades, I mean, doesn't get more unfair than that, and it's not cheating. It's just, is it cheating? It might be cheating. Okay, I'm laying a port here, or laying a Fellord here. Pretty delayed Tyrant. You know what, I'm gonna go on this Ret more. He seems a little squishier than the got the precog. Let's port for a second. Stun the Searing Glare. Oh, I didn't need to. Did not need to Hellstun there. Ward here, Fear the Priest. I don't think I got it. So I walled. I thought they were CCing my healer, but actually I think I was just looking at the wrong place. Okay, it didn't matter. Man, it's really hard to tell what's happening to my priest. So what's going on in this game? I think there might be a little bit of a healer difference in this particular lobby. But now we're with the priest who's kind of falling behind here, but I think we can, let's try and bring it back. Let's see if we can do it. Let's just switch to Nether Ward here. Let's just see if that goes. That helps. Mage is playing super safe, so I kind of have to play a little further back. I don't really have a choice. So we're hitting the mage now, playing a little bit more open. Interrupt the healer. It's going to force a block, I believe. There we go. Actually, I'm going to pressure the healer a little bit here. Hear this guy. Trick at that, whatever. So we're just pressuring everybody here. Fear the healer. Back on the mage. I was trying to reflect the poly, but oh, he still got it. Fear priest. Okay. Not great. You know, I think we did some pretty decent pressure overall. What happened at the end? I don't know. I mean, it was definitely a healer issue. Not issue. It's not that they were bad. It's just that there's a definitely a difference there in the priests, which I guess it becomes even more apparent when they're literally playing the same class and spec. Pretty tough. I don't know. I don't know if I could have done much better there. I feel like I played pretty well, and then we got really close, and then I think just a couple little mistakes on our end, and we just everyone died. Fell too far behind. There's more Night Elf players than all of Horde in PvP. Yeah. Yeah, so Anthony, if you're playing unrated, you're probably going to be better off as Alliance. However, I wonder if you have shorter queues if you play Horde. Maybe you lose more, but you get a shorter queue. I have no idea. But unrated is pretty. I would strongly recommend just playing rated Blitz and simply just try your best not to read chat. Don't read chat. You can even turn it off entirely, and don't look at rating. Rating is irrelevant. You should actually there should actually be an option to turn off rating so you can't even see it. Like you should still have rating so that you can face people who are similarly skilled level. You know, like you want to end up fighting people who are around your skill level, and you can only really do that when you're in a rated environment. And so you have like a rating, and you face people who are winning and losing the same rate as you. That's the most fun time to be playing because then it's like when you play really well, you'll feel it. You will win. Let's see. Candlejack. Just had a thought. Shift WASD over to ESDF, and it gives you more real estate on both sides of the grouping. You know, I actually tried that before, but I think it's just like it's so hard to get used to that I don't even know if it's better. And also like the alignment is a little different. I feel like actually maybe the alignment's the same. I think it's just that shift. It's even harder to hit control, and it's hard to hit alt. I don't know. I don't know if it's better or not. It's an interesting idea, though. Yeah, I could try making a guide at some point for the key binds, but it's different for everybody because it depends on like how many buttons your mouse has, and what spec you're playing. I can show you what I do, but it's not going to be the best setup for everybody. Yumi, don't interact with chat at all in Blitz. Yeah, that's how I do it. Do your best not to interact at all because there's not much to be gained from it. It's not like people are going to be way better coordinated if they chat. Usually it's the opposite. Usually people are distracted by chat. Two chat bans, 10-day ban. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, definitely don't chat then, because I think like if you get enough chat bans, you can get like I don't know if you get perma banned, but you can get definitely like long bans. I guess you got 10-day bans. Yeah, definitely don't recommend that. Don't do that too much. All right, let's see what's going on in the world. Next time would be 4 weeks. Oh, there's probably just a formula to it, huh? Yeah, 4 weeks that's a long time to be banned. I don't know. Definitely turn off chat at that point. It probably resets after a while. It's like if you go without any punishments for a long time, then it'll reset a little bit. Recommend it anyway. All right, we got a Q pop over here. Blitz. I'll wait to send this guy into a follower dungeon for a second, just to see if this pops. Looks like it's gonna pop. 15. Oh yeah, it popped. First try. So rare. Okay. So this is gonna be tough without the add-ons. We don't see where we'll see where the flag carrier is. So at least Blizzard gives us that, but we won't see like stealth and everything like that. But let's see. We're on the Alliance side, and the Horde has Ret, Mistweaver, Balance. Oh my gosh, why did it shuffle? Balance, Ret, Mistweaver, Unholy Marks, Og. So two Mistweavers and an Ellie. Okay, so one of the Mistweavers will carry, of course, and then what do we have? We have Mistweaver and Holy Pally. I assume the Mistweaver will carry. Although this guy's name is Blitz Carrier, so I don't know. Trap, Blitz Carrier. This guy's name's like Priest, but not a priest. Crazy names. What's the follower tech? So your second queue doesn't pop? Exactly. So this he's in queue for both solo shuffle and blitz. But if I stick him in a follower dungeon, then his queues are paused. So he'll be at the front of the queue when he comes out. It's pretty nice tech. Even if you're not playing multiple accounts and you're just playing one account and you need to go, use the restroom or something, whatever. going FK, stick your guy in a follower dungeon, and he will you won't miss a Q. I should probably do that when I go AFK. I don't remember to do that. I remember to hand that out as advice, but I never remembered to do that myself. Okay, Soul Harvester. I think it's all fine. Whatever. Okay. There's an add-on to deactivate chat. Yeah, I probably need that. I think you can turn it off in the settings too somewhere. But like I don't actually deactivate it completely because sometimes it's actually helpful. The trick is just to what they need to do is they need to maybe they need an add-on that prevents you from sending messages but lets you can read messages, you know? When people go that drive people nuts. It might drive people nuts. Wow, that is it. That guy live? That's crazy. The bravest dragon there ever was. Sometimes it's nice to read when people have useful strats. Yeah, the thing is like sometimes there are some maps where you kind of need to know who's going where at the start. Especially the 5-node maps. Like you kind of need to know if like people are expecting you to show up in the middle or go to lumber mill or something, you know? So it's not always a good idea to completely deactivate, but if you have to err on the side of one or the other, the deactivating is the way to go. Interrupt Soothing Mist. Nope. I don't know where my pet is. So when I play demo, this is actually what I think is the most effective thing to do is what you just play super disruptive in the middle, especially try and mess with the enemy healers. Because you really can't chase down people very well. I mean, I'm going to go play defense now. But I think we have a lot of people defense, right? Kind of hard to tell. I guess we have a lot in the middle. So playing midfield is not good when everyone on your team plays midfield, but I think this is right. Looks like the team is starting to, yeah, the mage and rogue, they should go offense for sure. Wait a second, who's carrying the flag? Okay, so this is not ideally what you want to see. I think we have, yeah, we have a 2 healer defense. And I think this is also probably a bad habit that comes out of, hold on, I need to save this guy. So he's kiting so far, I can't help him. He has a healer with him too, so he's kiting super far. I don't think it's good. All right, one down. We have a very heavy defense. The reason why this is not typically a good idea is because usually there's so many stacks on the flag carrier that they're going to die anyway. But it looks like it worked in our favor this time. Because if you don't have a healer on offense, then usually your offense is too weak to kill their flag carrier. But you know what? There are no hard and fast rules in Blitz. You can do anything. Anything can work. Clearly, this worked here. I don't even know what I'm hitting. I think that's an AUG. Oh, I have to stop that guy. See if I can stun him. Okay, return the flag. So since I'm on defense already, and that took us a long time to get out of that flag room, I'm just gonna stay here and slow down whoever shows up and tries to take the flag in. Here comes somebody. So you want them to pick up the flag, and then you want to start attacking them because they will have stacks. It'll be a little easier to kill. Still not easy to kill. Extremely not easy to kill. But okay, I didn't help at all. I stunned him a few times, but that was not very effective. But by slowing them down a little bit, the benefit is that the stacks did not reset, so presumably he's going to be easier for our guys to kill in the middle. Yeah, he died. All right, so that's good. Reset. All right, let's fight this guy. Oh my gosh. He got 2 really good kicks on me twice. So fast. Okay, so our guy, once again, that is a flag. He is... See, without nameplate add-ons, I actually don't know where he is. He could be anywhere. Oh, he's coming down the middle. There he is. Let's help him out. Looks like he's... Yeah, monks are just so speedy. Look at that. He's out of there. Slow these guys. Just try and slow them down. Spear the healer. Pretty tanky. He's taking a lot of damage. Spear the healer. Foil healer. I just can't keep up. Biggest problem with the lock is you are just can't keep up with your flag carrier usually. Oh, nice. Oh man. Just have to clear these guys. Nice. This flag carrier is like a beast. He's like taking so much damage the whole way. Ishak died. Crazy. Okay, just 2 minutes left. I think there's pretty much no way they can cap 2 flags in that time. So game's over. Maybe they'll let us get out of here quicker just by letting him three cap, but otherwise we'll just stay here, we'll slow them down, make sure they can't quick cap on us, and then yeah, we'll get out of the other queue or get out of the follower dungeon on this guy. And we'll take a look at the some emails. Okay, cool, cool. Do I have any new titles yet? Elite Warlock? I don't know. That's not really fun though. Let's just fear this guy. Come on, give up. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, not much I can do about that. This guy here is chilling. I mean, even if he caps, they have to cap twice in 30 seconds. So we're just good here. Okay. All right. Gonna be AFK for just a minute. BRB. Okay, got a Q pop here. I think this will be my last Q. So I might leave these Qs. Well, maybe I should have waited to see if it actually pops. Okay, it popped. All right. We'll just do this one, and then I think I'll probably be wrapping for the day after this one. So see if we can make it count. This is 2400 demonology. Triple melee. Looks like it's yeah, demon hunter, rogue, ret. So if ever there was a time to try and make Diabolist work, it's probably this one. Let's give it a shot. So we'll play Diabolist with Haliter. Hey there, Helmy. How's it going? We are doing some, once again, some no add-on nonsense. 2400 Demonology Solo Shuffle. This will be my last game of the stream. If I play more later, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, just kind of... so one thing is like Diabolist, for some reason, there's like a lot more nonsense shown on your cooldown manager. So it's actually way more annoying. I didn't play that very well, but that was pretty crazy burst. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. You know, I feel like I can't play Diabolist for one reason only. It's because the cooldown manager for Diabolist shows like 5 other spells. I think I need to like get used to that. Very weird. So got a pretty decent start here. Alright, gonna fear this guy here. If I can fear out of this, fear out of the UP. I think he faded it or shadow or death it. Tyrant here. Alright, not great. Not getting a lot of casts off here, but... Oh wait, I should stand in the green circle, huh? Because that's like the Rest of Druid's healing location. Still port that, though. I should have walled earlier, but better late than never. Refear out of that. Bellord here. I think it's a pretty good fear. Refear. Interrupt the healer. It's probably a wall or something. Or did you use it earlier? He used it earlier. Wow. Quite the lay on hands. Or swap. Crazy. Crazy. You can play that pretty well too. Sometimes you just can't with those. It's a long game. Took a long time to try and kill that demon hunter. Even with a decent amount of CC on the priest. Let's see if we can do that again. Let's see if we can get a little more control on the druid. I got a pretty good fear on the interrupt and fear on the druid. Port and not getting a whole lot of progress on either the rogue or the demon hunter. Definitely getting kicked a lot. See if I can get a follow-up fear. Nice, got a follow-up fear. A lot of pressure. Short fear. Interrupt the clone. Huh. That's unfortunate. I feel like that was actually super winnable. I guess the rogue managed to lock down the priest for so long the priest couldn't swap or anything there. Because we made it through all the cooldowns, so we were pretty close to winning there. Okay, good start. Really good start. Okay, so we've got good damage rolling here. I don't know about that darkness. We don't really need it, but interrupt the clone. Fear the druid. Pulse on here. Hmm. I think I need to swap here. Okay, we got the bubble, so we have a chance. Get the fear. This is it. All right, we're on the scoreboard. We're not going 0-6 here. We just need to win out here to make sure we stay even. So, oh, the druid DC'd? I didn't even notice that. I'll be honest. I had no idea he DC'd earlier. It's lagging. You know, I think that first game with him, I wonder when he DC'd, because there was a point where I was like, I can't believe we lost. And I guess it makes sense if it was a DC. Alright, got a good precog. Perfect tyrant. Fear the priest. Lay a Fellord there. Precog again, fear the priest. I don't really know who we're going on, so I'm just kind of hitting everything. Wall. Oh, shoot, we overlapped a lot of stuff there. Bop and wall. Hmm. Okay. Precog. No, I didn't get precog. That was precog. Oh wow. I died so fast there. That was a crazy burst. Big problem there was just the overlapping pop and the wall. So we needed a ton of cooldowns to survive all that damage. But yeah, I think when it comes down to it, I think I did what I could. Because there's no kiting. There's no comfortably kiting around against that kind of comp. You're going to get locked in spot into place. So you just kind of have to out damage, out precog. So I think the rogue is just going on the druid because the druid's lagging. I assume is what's going on here. Uh-oh. Okay. Lag or not, the druid just I think he played pretty well there. So I think I wasted a lot of time going on the druid. I needed to pressure the rat more. But oh well, this is a tough lobby. But anyway, GG's everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Had a pretty fun run earlier. So, but yeah, gotta do some stuff, the family, and yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Do more add-on list gameplay, more threes in the future. But for now, that's it for today, and I will catch you all soon. All right, GG's.